Hey guys, Miss Toledo here. Let's take a look at how we can represent and solve equations using hanger models. So if we take a look at this first hanger model, you can see that I have something hanging on the left side of the hanger and something hanging on the right side. Because this hanger is balanced or level, that tells me that the value on the left side, or the weight of the left side, is the same or equal to the value and the weight on the right side. So in this case, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the left side, and I have 3 W's and 1 on the right side. And again, because this hanger is balanced, I know that 7 has to be the same weight as 3W plus 1, or 7 is equal to 3W plus 1. When we look at our second hanger model, which is again balanced, on the left side I see 2 Z's and 3, so I have 2Z plus 3, and on the right side I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, because this hanger is balanced, I know that 2Z plus 3 has to be the same as or equal to 5. And in my last hanger model, I have 3 X's and 2, so 3X plus 2 on the left side, and I have 3 on the right side. And again, since this hanger is balanced, I know that 3X plus 2 has to be the same as 3. So now we can think about how we would go about actually solving these equations using the hanger model. So ultimately, when we solve an equation, our goal is to find the value of the variable. So in the first case, I want to know what's the value of W. W equals what? To find what W is equal to, I really want to know one circle weighs the same as how many squares. In order to get one circle by itself, I'm going to have to do a couple of steps to start figuring that out and eliminating some things here. So my first step in this case is to get those W's by themselves. I can get rid of this 1 on this side of the hanger. However, if I take away 1 pound from this side of the hanger, then this side is going to be heavier. And we need to keep that hanger balanced in order to show that these weights are the same. So if I take 1 pound away from this side of the hanger, if I want to keep the hanger balanced or weighing the same, I also need to take 1 pound away from this side of the hanger. So I'm left with 3 W's and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Algebraically, what does this look like? So we have our equation, 7 is equal to 3W plus 1. We took 1 pound away from this side, 3W plus 1. We took 1 pound away, and we're left with 3W on the right side of my hanger. We did the same thing to the left side. We took 1 pound away, and are left with 6 pounds on this side of the hanger. So now I know that 3 W's, or 3 circles, weighs the same as 6 squares. But I still just want to know how much one circle weighs the same as. So in order to do that, I can take my 3 W's and split them into 3 groups, or I can divide that into 3. That's going to give me just 1 W. And I can also split my remaining 6 into 3 groups of 2, which shows me that 1 circle, or 1 W, weighs the same as 2 squares. And you can see that as we group these together. So now we know 1 circle weighs the same as 2 squares. We can use a similar method to solve this equation. 2Z plus 3 equals 5. Again, this is represented by our hanger showing 2 Z's and 3, and then 5 on my right. In order to get these Z's by themselves, I want to take away these extra 3 pounds that we've got. I want to take those away, so I'm going to subtract 3. And if I take 3 pounds away from the left side of the hanger, in order to keep it balanced, I need to take 3 pounds away from the right side of the hanger. So that leaves me with 2z on the left side and 2 on the right side. So I now know that 2 z's or 2 triangles weigh the same as 2 squares. Again, ultimately, I want to know what just 1 z weighs the same as, and I can do that by splitting those z's into 2 groups and splitting the remaining 2 into 2 groups as well. So 1 z represents 1 square. And you can see that by making those groups on the hanger model as well. So in this case, z is equal to 1. We can also go back and we can check that. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 5. That weighs the same as 5. Let's take a look at the last one. It's a little bit different. So now we have our equation 3x plus 2 is equal to 3. We have 3 x's, an extra 2, and that weighs the same as 3 squares. So to find out what just 1 x is, we're going to start by eliminating those extra 1's. But of course, if I just eliminate from this side, then our hanger is going to be imbalanced. So I need to eliminate 2 from this side as well. So I'm taking away 2 pounds, and I'm left with 3 x's. In this case, I'm also taking away 3 pounds, and I'm left with 1. So what this is telling me is that 3 pentagons weigh the same as 1 square. So 1 square can't weigh the same as 1 pentagon. In this case, we're going to split those x's into 3 groups. We can split this 1 square into 3 groups as well. And that tells us that x is equal to 1/3. This means that 1 pentagon weighs the same as 1/3 of this square. And we can check this out. We have 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, that's 1 whole, 2, 3. 3 is the same as 3.